and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, welcome everybody to the Armstrong Council meeting on St. Patty's Day. Everybody got their green on? No.
Somewhere.
We got no green on.
My eyes are green, does that count?
No.
Oh,
Does not. All right, everybody get a chance to read the minutes from last month? And do I have a motion to approve the minutes? Do I have a second? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? All right. Financial report, everybody get a chance to look at that? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the financial report.
Second.
Second. Yeah, motion, we have a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Who's in favor of paying the bills from last month? See, we have a motion to pay those.
Hey, we make a motion, I'll make a motion.
You make a motion? We have a second.
Second.
All those in favor of paying those bills signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. Clerk treasurer's report.
On February 19th, we had a meeting with the new software company. I think I told you guys, Keystone and BS&A, whoever that is, have merged, and now it's one big company. BS&A is kind of pushing their cloud-based products. Ryan Carrier is from BS&A, and he was explaining how right now we have 3 modules. We've got Key Fund, Key Payroll, and Key Utility. Key Utility is the only one on Aaron's computer, and then I've got all 3 on mine. With BS&A, he's saying it's all on one platform. You can access everything all at once. It's probably really expensive. I haven't got a
I was
quote.
gonna say, what about the cost?
I haven't got a quote, and like right now, I'm perfectly happy with what we have, but if he wants to come show us, I'll listen to him.
If he wants to give us a quote, it might surprise, it might be cheaper, right?
Maybe, so some towns are changing.
How big, guys?
Are changing to the cloud. On March 5th, we had our impact meeting, that is the Indiana Municipal Personnel Administrator for Cities and Towns, so pretty much HR. So we went over, that was an all-day meeting. It was with the U.S. Wage and Labor Board, Rosalind Williams from the IRS, and Kevin Roberts from Barnes and Thornburg was all part of that. And I mostly went over that new wage compliance with our overtime, the new law where they're not gonna tax overtime.
Right.
So all day we went over that kind of stuff. Last week was our 31st annual Indiana League of Municipal Clerk Treasurers Institute. That's held by the State Board of Accounts and Ball State University. That was in Plainfield this time, which is right outside of Indy. The SBA, we went over 5 days. That institute is not like a fun conference to go to. That is just everyday classes. So that's what was last week. Everything from the new laws, the new House bills, the procedures, all the way to how to de-escalate when there's trouble at town hall meetings, things like that. Insurance budgeting and a lot on cybersecurity. We went over all that, and that will meet all the required credits that I have to have every year. So at that meeting was Coonrod. They were one of the sponsors for that academy. And so me and Tyler met. We went over all the financial projects we got going on right now and the reports. He updated me on all the RDA's bank financial statements and the funds. He has completed everything from last year that Reedy had already submitted. He had me unsubmit it because he wanted to make some changes on it and then resubmit it all. And now we want to go back and work on some things from 2 years ago on the RDA that he just wants to tweak.
How does that benefit us? Does it benefit us to go back and change that?
Just so we don't get written up when we get audited.
Is that what it is? Okay. Okay, well, yeah, so.
And, like he explained, all the amounts are right and stuff. It's just there's some things that they were supposed to put over here or this column, or they didn't check mark this, things he wants to tweak.
He's on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
course, they charge for it. You saw their bills, $2,200 just for
Seen that.
doing that's just the little RDA stuff. So everything's done with that. We went over some other stuff that he's gonna help with, so that was a really good meeting with him. This Thursday is our legislative recap. That is free for members. They're gonna go over all those House bills that are gonna affect the way we run our town. There's probably 3 or 4 major ones that have gone through and have already passed. They were talking a lot about those last week. We did receive our Community Crossings grant money. That was really exciting. It finally hit our bank. That was $453,200.
Nice.
So that is in our bank. We're gonna match 20%, which is $113,300. So altogether, we're working on those 5 roads for $566,500. That's gonna be Orchard, Old State, Fleener, Martin. Is that it?
I think it's it.
Why was I thinking 5? Okay, it's 4 roads, 4 roads that we're gonna do. And then that's it. Lastly, just next Thursday, March 26th, I'll be gone. Mark's having surgery again. He's got that skin cancer on his face again. So this one is to Louisville because it's right up by his eye. So we'll be gone all day Thursday, maybe Friday next week.
Uh-huh.
That's all I got.
Thank you. Fire department report. You got it?
I've got
Okay.
it. Brandon's not gonna be here this evening, but, he texted me the report. They had 7 total runs for February. They had 6 EMS, 1 community medic, and the average response time was 6 minutes and 47 seconds. Or, no, 6 minutes, 47 seconds.
Same as last month.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, but this, he said it was February report. Did he already give us February last?
No, see, I could. It'd be January.
But
Because we're not done with March yet. Let's not move things
I
along.
know, so,
But it's consistent.
yes, it is. Yes, it
That's
is.
going faster.
So,
Good. That
Yeah,
is.
that is what
That's
it
it.
is.
All righty. And we got our
Except
sheriff
it
here
did say
coming to
4
give the report.
EMS calls last month,
Sorry.
and it says 6 this time.
So, hey,
It was different.
yes.
We had 52 extra patrols, 7 traffic stops, 1 citation and 6 warnings from that. 2 motor vehicle accidents, 2 business checks, 2 animal complaints, 3 check welfares, 1 medical emergency, and 1 vehicle check.
Uh-huh. Quick question. I've had some people comment about, that we're repaving these roads and they're going fast enough already on like one particular Martin Road. Do you find a lot of speeders on Martin Road?
I haven't, but I feel like that's a road that usually, we've had some complaints and we've done some speed enforcement stuff over there when we get a chance to do it. I think a lot of times people kind of misjudge how fast people are going sometimes.
Yeah, no.
There's a
No, I call
lot.
bullshit on that.
I'm not saying everybody's going to speed limit, but
Right,
You're
right.
not gonna walk across.
I have a
the road.
neighborhood it's concrete and it's, I don't know, whatever the pads are 4 foot by 4 foot or whatever, and it's been tarred up enough so the tires hit those expansion joints and it just sounds like, because I've sat out there multiple times, and I was like, well, most people are going 30, which is the speed limit in that neighborhood, which seems fast, but that's what's set forth by the county. So, and I'm not saying there aren't people that are going really
Right,
fast.
I'd say 80% of them are doing 50 or better, including school buses.
Do you have any suggestions or recommendations of what we can do? Because that's been the thing for quite some time.
Right.
Martin Road or Boone Harbor, any main road in Darmstadt, unless they're getting ticketed, nobody's gonna
Well, I
slow
can
down.
tell you, even if they're getting ticketed, people don't care. People don't care anymore. Like,
Really.
used to, I feel like years ago, like people would see a police officer or a deputy slow down and stuff. I've had people pass me. Like, I'm already going like 5 over and you're passing me and it's like,
On Martin Road.
I was on 41, but.
Darren didn't ticket them.
We could put extra patrols in for it. It's just gonna be dependent on if we during that time have a time to get to it.
When Toyota's, is that when you guys notice it? Is it?
I mean, if you have like
It's-
time
it's all day.
specific.
Yeah,
It's
you
all
can't
day.
pick
Well,
out,
got
you
one
can't
road,
pick out a
that-
day.
That long shot with no other roads intersecting, except with driveways, you know.
Yes,
and
and a lot of times they'll be trying to beat the train
Oh,
or beat the traffic on 41.
If
So
the
that's
house
a
is
straight-
set back off the
Pretty
road,
much straight
it
shot.
increases the speed limit a little bit too.
Right.
Not that it does, but you don't feel quite so guilty for driving fast if the houses are back.
Yeah, you got a half-mile straightaway there.
I was good.
Is Martin the biggest complaint, or is there any?
Well, actually, as of tonight, I guess it would be.
I can put that in our
About
system.
moving in Harmony a lot.
I've been squealing for 3 years now.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened
Anywhere in
yet,
town,
so-
honestly.
Well, I know we were out there, I don't know, it was probably last fall, it was in, but, and I sat out there like once or twice. But again, it's also like, again, you said it's all day, but it's probably like more rush hour, and there's probably a little bit of a break, and then maybe afternoon. I work first shifts, so, and if I get an accident in the morning, I'm just, I try to get out there and do them, but sometimes our day gets filled up quicker, and then we're not out there for the, I guess, the time that it really is happening, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but I can put it in there, for a couple weeks, and
Let's see what happens there. Because I think mostly on like Darmstadt and St. Joe, it's in the mornings and then when they're going to work and then when they're coming back. Because, I mean, during the course of the day, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But Martin Road is, I've seen them on there myself.
so, I can try to I'll get that in there, and I work this week, depending on where I am, but like I said, Sundays, it's almost every day, between 6:30 and 7:30, 7:45, I get an accident on usually 41, so there's an hour and a half of my time, and then we're into 8, 9 o'clock, and then most of the congested traffic that's speeding is gone at that time, so it's really having to just try to be able to get out there at the time that it's kind of happening.
Well, we appreciate the fact that Noah's put more patrol out here for us. I mean, that's.
We still pay our money though, on taxes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, that, it needs to be taken care of. What, you know, is there anything you can put on the side of the road that would automatically read something and?
So they do have radar detect, there's a speed limit, they're usually speed limit signs, and there's various different types of them. I don't know if you've driven down Green River Road
Yeah.
and seen those.
Yeah.
Some are just show you the speed, some actually hold
Clock.
memory and, you know,
Send it to the-
record that, and then you have to go download it, and you can kind of see if there's a pattern of like times, speeds, and all that. I don't know how much those are. I would imagine they're probably pretty pricey, but that's one option. Again, I don't know what prices are.
We used to have those.
We have speed limit signs like that, but they don't record the data. I'm sure the ones that actually record data are very expensive. Ours just flash up what your speed is, and it doesn't even have what the speed limit is. Usually, we try to put it on like a speed limit sign. It just attaches to it. So I put that in one of the neighborhoods, Brookview Heights, I think, or Estates, one of those two asked for it. I put it in there, just kind of showing, hey, you know, it's a visual thing, but people don't pay attention either. So
In the subdivision you do?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
So
Wonder how much those signs are.
I couldn't tell you. Like I said, the ones that just flash are probably a lot less than the ones that actually record all the data. And then the ones that we have are extremely heavy. I'm sure they've compacted them a little bit more now. But I don't know what the prices are on them. I couldn't guess.
That might be an option. You know, we can try it anyway.
And
maybe.
then, but then with that too is the ones we have are battery powered. So you're looking at maybe a week if you're lucky.
Right.
And you gotta take it back out, go charge it up. They may have ones with solar panels now, but the ones that we have are are just battery powered.
Okay.
The ones on Green Road are solar.
So, yeah, those are solar powered. Those are fixed. Ours are portable where we can move them around if we need
Yeah, I
to.
made a note on that. I might get with Noah on that, because I've had an interest in that for quite some time. As a matter of fact, my niece called me last night. And if people were driving through our neighborhood at the speed limit, it wouldn't be quite such a big deal. But I've got my dad who's 84 years old now, and he crosses the road at the speed of molasses. And somebody, it's his fault for crossing in front of somebody, but if they were going a little bit more,
Right.
and it's just the way it is.
And I'm not saying your guys' complaints aren't important. You just also have to realize too, like so I'm in District 1, this is District 1 for the Sheriff's Office. That covers all the way up to the south of 64, which goes all the way over to 69, which goes all the way down to Heckle, and then all the way over to St. Joe. And it's me. And with the amount of subdivisions and businesses and everything else going on up at a rapid pace, there are some days that I'm lucky to be able to sit for 10 or 15 minutes and maybe eat. And it's just off the wall. So when we can get to them without 911 calls and other stuff like that, because we also go check on schools, business checks, extra patrols and stuff like that. So I try to spread it out as much as I can over everything, but some days it's almost impossible for me to hit certain things.
Before I cut my hill down out front, I used the ball trick. Because it would come up this way to the driveway, come up this way to the driveway, and then you pull in and go up there. Well, when you would see somebody coming down the road, you just roll that ball down the driveway, and you'd be surprised how many mailboxes they take out and how many times across the road people got pissed because they were drove it through their yard.
Yeah.
So
So I'll put it on we have an extra patrol thing that everybody can access on our own website that the employees access for extra patrols. I'll put it on there for 3 or 4 weeks, just Martin Road extra area.
That'd be nice.
When you get a chance,
Thank
a free minute to get out there and check for speeders. Okay?
thank you.
All right, not a problem.
Thank you. Do you have something?
Yeah, Princeton, Old 41 going into Princeton, they got them, it just tells you if you're going too fast, it just says too fast, and it's solar powered.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
NDOT put one on 57 right before Green and 57 going south too. So again, it's a visual reference. Are people gonna slow down? Probably not.
Some will, maybe, some won't. Yeah.
Some people say if they can get high score.
Well, if you go over the speed limit, it just does slow down, so there's no high score on those.
Well, we can look into something, maybe, anything might help. All righty, thank y'all.
Yeah.
Aaron, maintenance report?
Since the last meeting, we've had 28 locates and 18 service calls. Road repaving has begun, the dig out's completed on Martin and Cleaner Road. Evansville has completed their repair on the leak near Boonville and railroad tracks. They installed a new manhole, and the seal is very much improved, which should eliminate the odor in that area. Our snow removal equipment has been cleaned and is ready to be stored, weather permitting. All 3 trucks have been serviced and are in good working condition. That's all I got. I did have one question, I guess it's for Eric. Are we doing a spring cleanup this year?
Yes.
Okay, I hadn't heard anything, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I've not been very vocal about that this year, but it's April 11th.
Okay.
Second Saturday,
That's all I got.
and the rain date is the 18th.
Okay.
And for what I've got going on personally, I'm saying it's probably gonna rain on the 11th, which means it'll be the 18th,
Okay.
but we'll see.
We don't have access to that town sign on the corner anymore since Kate moved over.
I don't know, I didn't ask anybody yet.
No, it's remedies, yeah, so.
So
And-
maybe should I email like a Rich?
I would try him, cause she even kept the little box of letters, but yeah, I think she turned that all in. She's gone this week, but now she might be, I think she's back at the end of the week. They were taking 2 or 3 days off for spring break.
So there's really not anybody just in charge of the shopping center. She took such good care of, you
Yes,
know,
yes, she
handling
did.
everything over there.
Yes, she did. It's, we kind of seedy over there.
All righty, thank you, Aaron. Resident comments?
I have a question. Should we be concerned about multiple family units being built in Darmstadt? Because I just heard about the one over by North High School. My cousin built over there, Poet Square, right off of Peck Road. And now they're gonna put in, they're just cramming it in at the last minute. They had no idea what was gonna be done.
I want to take a shot and say, no, I don't think we do. I think there's actually an ordinance.
We have an ordinance in
There's no
place.
ordinance
Against
against that.
So that piece of property there was rezoned in 2011. So that's been going on since,
Yes, I did read that they did that whenever they were building north, but it also mentioned,
no, not when they were building north,
Oh,
whenever
when
they
they
developed
planned.
Public Square.
when they were doing that.
They kept those two pieces of property.
But during that article, it also said something about McCutcheonville and Darmstadt, so that's what concerned me.
Yeah, so they rezoned that to be commercial in 2011 because I called to ask about it. They're gonna have one 36-unit building and one 42-unit building. That's what they're gonna have. Because I was told it was gonna be 200 units, and I said, there ain't no way 200 units are gonna fit there and then have parking for 200
That's what I said,
people.
where are they gonna get parking with
But it's
that?
gonna be, but it's already been approved, and they're going in. And I know the Poet Square people are about to lose their mind, and I would too.
Yeah.
If I just built a house there. There's only about 4 vacant lots there now, and they probably won't sell. But, that's how he did that, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a concern here, because I mean, in order to rezone any property, they gotta have the council's approval.
Right.
And went out and did it.
We have to notify everybody, we would have remonstrators, everything, so
Right, right.
that's how that went.
Gotcha.
It's because nobody was there, it was all cornfields in 2011.
Uh-huh.
Those road names are interesting in there. Shakespeare and Edgar Allan Poe. If you're on Shakespeare and you make a right, you turn on that and you make another right, you're on Edgar Allan Poe. And you make another right, you're back on Shakespeare again. I think is how it goes. That's a writer's block.
Any other comments? I have one as a resident. Just a question, more or less, our old state property, I mean, it's, I would like to have y'all's opinion, what you'd like to have done with that. I would like to have turn it back into a green space. Plant trees, we get free trees from the state of Indiana. And plant that and let it be a green space instead of some marsh on part of it and farmland on the others. Something to think about.
You talking about the
Making
entire
any
thing
money.
or just the low ground?
Just, I mean, the hill on down.
Yeah.
The whole thing, except for the house. We'll keep the house. But I think, you know, it's
I got a
just,
Beck's hat on, they sell beans and corn, that's green.
right? I mean, it's just an opinion. I mean, I'd like to see that.
What's going on with the house? I've been out of the loop.
We got, yeah, okay, well, I might as well just go ahead and update you on that right now. We've been waiting for Spectrum to install the internet. And, I followed up on it. They gave us 45 days from like late January. And I followed up on it. The guy said, well, boy, hasn't anybody got a hold of you yet? I said, no one. He goes, oh, wait, I'll take care of that. And he did. An hour later, I got a message from a guy that said, hey, it slipped by us. There'll be somebody, and here's your project manager, and he'll get a hold of Ray, yes, it talked to me. And they met at the house, and it's gonna cost us a lot less. They're gonna take it from Workman Road across rather than down Old State and up. They're working on it right now. We've got the ramp built, so it's ADA compliant. Everything inside the house, I haven't been there in the last couple of weeks, but everything inside the house is either done or in a Aaron, you might be able to give us an update on inside the house, Old State House?
It's done,
Is it done?
and I
Okay,
just got locates for Spectrum
okay.
to do the
All right, that's
boring
what I thought.
today.
So I guess, Mallory, you're gonna have new desks and what have you?
Yeah, I have to, yeah, I figured I'd go there and measure and see what
Okay.
fit in there.
Okay.
It took about 3 months to run the internet to this building years ago.
Yeah, this is
When
gonna
they-
be,
They had to get permits to actually put them on the telephone poles.
uh-huh.
They're
If I
gonna
had to
bore
guess,
It's a
everything,
big rigmarole.
they're boring everything in out there.
So I mean, they haven't indicated how long it's gonna take. And he did say it was gonna take a lot less time and a lot less money.
He said 2 weeks.
Being after he came out here and saw that he could run it from Wortman, wasn't it?
Yeah, he said
And
2 weeks.
across.
2 weeks is not bad at all.
Oh, 2 weeks, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before I think they were gonna run lines and poles and stuff, and that's why it was gonna be $30,000.
Right, right. So now we got that break and we're 2 weeks away, so, order that disc. Other than that, yeah, I mean, I think we still have to smooth out that dirt for the ADA parking, don't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. And I think we're gonna put some additional driveway areas in so you
We
can
got all the
swing.
driveway in that,
Okay.
we're gonna, when the dirt dries out, we're gonna put dirt up against the driveway and then kind of re-slope the yard.
Gotcha, okay, cool. All righty, any other residents got anything? Let's move on to old business. I guess the first one we got here is the MOU for township, that's our attorney, right?
I haven't heard a thing on this.
No.
This is, I mean, we're supposed to be investigating every avenue to get more revenue into the town.
Mhm.
This is a rare event that something actually came up that we may be able to get more road money. And
And our-
road money is the least money we get.
And our
NVH
attorney's let
is
us
our-
down, right?
Well,
He's been looking into this.
or
for
whoever is, you
3
know,
months.
was going to contact townships.
Josh. Because he said, because you volunteered, and he said, no, I'll take care of that.
Okay, yeah, and I haven't heard anything.
I'll send Josh an email. I mean, he's ours until
For
the end
2
of the
more
month, right?
weeks, yeah.
I
And,
need to remind him of that.
yeah, it sounds to me like that's something probably easy to write up. What is it, memorandum of understanding?
Yes.
MOU.
Mhm. So, I mean, that should have been done within a week.
It sounds to me like it's exactly kind of the same thing, you know, Scott Township did with us for the public funding. It's just, it's gonna be
Yeah.
another thing just for roads.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we need the attorney to do it.
Let me, I'll send Josh an email and see if we can't find something out on that. Next on the old business is on the spot utility location, and that lawsuit has been put on hold. I guess they sent us a little bill that they finalized the suspension, I guess, basically of the lawsuit.
Yeah, that bill, I think that was what, $127
Yeah,
to close it?
to close it for right now,
I think
yes.
is what it was said, something like that on
Yeah.
it.
So, I mean, that was never done right to start with.
So, I mean, we're done with that and I can take it off the agenda next month?
Yes, you can.
Okay, good.
Yes, you can. Now, we get a new attorney and he thinks we should open up that lawsuit again, then we may do that, but we'll decide that later. Evansville Water and Sewer Utility mag meter update. Brandon's not here for III, so, I mean, I'll tell you what I know he's working on. Aaron, you may know more than I.
And he said he would get with you, because you know, and tell you everything that he's
Right.
found out, so.
So just basically, in a nutshell, we're looking at, I know Brandon's been working on cost for putting our own meters upstream from the mag meters that Evansville owns, so that we can compare the two each month. And he's also looking into the mag meters themselves, and he doesn't feel like the size of the flow tubes that the meters actually measure electronically are correct for the meter sizes, which will give us a hugely inaccurate reading each month. So he's putting all that together, so I don't know how far along he is, but we'll have an update on that next month for sure.
Yeah, he said he would
Yeah,
follow up with you in the next week.
But that's
so.
looking very, very promising. I mean, after 2 years with our current law firm and getting nowhere. So, an engineer finally, I think, is gonna give us enough information to take them to court, I hope. So we'll see. Next item on the agenda is the Community Crossings Road Grant. Mallory gave us an update on that. They're currently working on it right now. They've got, I don't know if they got everything repaired. I know they have on Fleener. I know they have on,
Martin,
Martin.
they've patched up Martin.
And I know they've ground down the intersections of the roads that go into St. Joe and Darmstadt Road. So I'd say they should be paving here.
Weather permitting.
The weather permitting, yeah.
Waiting on the temperature, right? You can only pour asphalt or
Yeah.
not freezing conditions.
So we should get that. So Sugar Raceway will be ready to go here for.
Yeah. I'll get a white checkered flag.
No, instead of putting white stripes down, we're gonna put checkered stripes.
Then I will just sit in the chair and watch.
It's gonna look nice, though, it will. Next item on there is 3i Design. Again, that I kind of tie that in with the mag meters. We'll get an update on that as Brandon gives it to me, and I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. As our president would say, it's gonna be a wonderful thing. It's gonna be a wonderful thing. Moving on to new business, town attorney. We have our current attorney until the end of this month. I've called 3 different attorneys and haven't got a call back yet. I sent an email to Clint Lamb, who is our AIM representative for the state, and asked him for recommendations of attorneys in this area that he knows are doing a good job for the towns they represent. As soon as I get that, I'll call some other ones and see what we can do. We got to have an attorney, or we just, what do we do? What do we do? We're gonna have an attorney.
We'll get one. We'll eventually get one. All these other surrounding cities and towns have attorneys.
Right.
Surely one of them.
You'd think so. You'd think so. So that's we'll advise on that, so see what our AIM representative comes up with. Attorney comments, say no. Board members.
Everything else.
Eric?
The only thing, and Aaron had brought it up, is Darmstadt Cleanup Day is scheduled for April 11th, and the rain date is the 18th. More details on that to come, as I start texting everybody, trying to round up people to help.
All righty.
I'll make an event page. I was trying to wait a little bit closer to the date. Sometimes if I do it too early, people forget.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you. My comment, hey, want to welcome Angie and Mike back. How you doing?
Better.
Better?
You
Good.
look good.
Good.
Good to see you out and about.
Great to see you.
Thanks.
Great to see you.
It's good
missed
to be back, so, yeah, I'm doing better,
Good.
so.
All right.
Still good, so.
Wait for you to get back to your sassy self.
Never lost that.
Then it was never gone, huh? All right.
Started back to work. I'm still not completely full-time, but
Okay. But I do want to talk to you about the square and that mold issue but that's not as
I
important
made a
as.
couple, I made a couple phone calls before I got cut on again.
Yeah, I knew that, yeah.
I need to follow up on that.
So that's second to you getting back.
Well, I mean, they call me all the time for stuff. I have messages
Okay,
from them when I got to the office today, so,
gotcha.
I need
All
to
right,
call back over there.
okay. But just keep getting on the mend. All right, right? Nothing? Well, hey, we are all entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Meeting adjourned.
Hey.
Is everyone meeting at 8 or 9 for the cleanup day?
I meant to grab my folder of that stuff, and I told
Okay,
her,
I'll hold it on
left it on my desk.
I'm just gonna leave it as, it's gonna be a big rollout. That'll be here before we know it.
Josh, those bits come from Seagulls, I guess?
The paint?
No.